Hey everyone, me Kevin here. So a lot of people have been asking me why? Why businesses? Why babies? Why real estate? What's the point? Why market open live every morning and grind in the news for news coverage or find content or try to provide value? What's the point? Why buy a plane? Why not just retire and just be done? So I don't know how it is for everyone, but at least for me, I get a really severe satisfaction out of trying and then having a chance at really winning. And so obviously that comes with loss sometimes. Sometimes you play a game, you play it hard, and you get smoked and you lose. You make a big mistake, you have a big L, a big loss, but at least you had a shot at winning. So that way, when, for example, we started my real estate business, I'm like, well, worst case scenario, I could always go back to Jamba Juice. I could always go back to Red Robin. But I have a chance now to become a professional. My costs are really low. Let's try it. Let's see if I can sell houses. And then it turned into, all right, well, I could always go back to working for another real estate broker. Let me get my broker's license. Let me try doing loans. Let me try doing construction for other people. Boy, that's a tough one. But you know what? I'll keep working with folks in construction myself. And seeing businesses fail actually has never been really scary. The scariest feeling and the biggest regrets I've ever had, looking back, have always related to not doing something. I've never had regrets about, I screwed up, I made a mistake. Obviously, you look and you go, well, I could have done something different, but obviously, you can't change that, so that's not a big deal. But always saying, you know what, let's try it. I've never regretted that. Same thing with even should we take the vacation or not? Take the vacation. Should I go for the license or not? Go for the license. Should I go for the promotion or not? Go for the promotion. All of those things have always made me the most satisfied. And the simplest way that I can break it down is, I think I like seeing things grow, like babies grow up. Or I think of it like, I was one of the top farmers in RuneScape when the farming skill came out. I like seeing plants grow. I like seeing progress and things grow. And it's the same thing as, when I was a kid, I'd make these I'd build compost bins and I'd grow tomatoes and peppers, and it's like I could just go to a store, and back then, a pepper was like 50 cents. So, now it's probably like $5. But anyway, it makes me sound like I've been doing this for a while. But anyway, I grow a pepper. It's like the amount of effort that goes into growing that pepper is disproportionately large compared to the 50-cent effort it would take for me to just go to the store and buy a pepper. But I liked fighting the aphids and using neem oil, or buying the Miracle-Gro, or taking coffee grounds and turning it into compost and growing that pepper. It's the same thing with children. I like seeing Jack, who's 8 now, learn. And sometimes when he comes onto the live streams and he'll make comments about, I'll ask him, for example, hey, how do you think Spirit Airlines is doing financially? And he's like, terribly. And I'll say, how much money do you think they're losing? And he's said this on live streams before, and he says, all of it. And then you look at the financials, and it's true. Like, that stuff, that makes me happy. That makes me so proud. Now, obviously, these are sort of the principles that I like to teach in the courses on building your wealth. Obviously, we have a coupon code expiring tonight. We get the Stocks and Psych group. But it's the same thing with trading. It's like, yeah, cool. We had this 511K win on Friday to Monday. People at these events, I'm right outside of an event we're about to do over here. People at these events are like, Kevin, that call was amazing. They're part of the Stocks and Psych group, which is really cool. And so I love all of that. That's really exciting, because even though, there's a chance you'll lose, there's also a chance you'll win. And obviously, you don't want to only do, trade with your portfolio. That's a part of your portfolio. But I also like fundamental analysis in stocks, because I like, I was thinking about this today. I'm like, maybe I'm not a trader 100%, just like I'm not an all-in 100%. I think of myself almost as a fundamentals trader. Leading up to this, we did an analysis on Starbucks, and we read through their earnings call, and we're like, I don't know, man. they went all in on China during COVID, and that was supposed to be the big win for Starbucks, that they were going to come out of nowhere and be like, look at all these stores we have in China and how much money we're making in China now. And then the last earnings call, all of a sudden, what are you getting? You're getting China that's like, Starbucks China, in the last earnings call, before this earnings report, they're like, yeah, things are going a little slower than we expected in China. This kind of sucks. That was the gist of their last earnings call. And then today, you get an earnings report, and sure enough, China misses by they were expecting sales to be flat to down 1%, came in at negative 11%. It's like, I like seeing what we're seeing and oh, this is a problem. And then you see it sort of develop. It's one of the most exciting things about earnings calls. We're sort of this idea that, oh, well, if a company reports earnings, Wall Street has gotten so greedy with AI that you need to beat expectations. But not only do you need to beat expectations, you need to beat by more than what Wall Street is already expecting you to beat by. So it's kind of like there's Wall Street consensus here, and then there's, okay, well, they usually beat Wall Street consensus by this much, so in order for the stock to go up, we need to be here. Like Super Microcomputer smashed earnings. The stock was down 11% because it just didn't beat the Wall Street greed. And so doing analysis like that, that's fun. Building HouseHack I don't care if HouseHack goes from 50 million to 100 million, 150 million, 200 million. That's that's boring. That's not what we're trying to build here. We want to create a multi-billion-dollar company with this business and really provide a way for people to be able to invest in real estate in a way that they can't otherwise. I think the wealth gap's going to worsen. It's going to be harder for people to get started. It's going to be harder for people to own and manage and reconstruct real estate. And we're going to essentially create a way for people to get in where we do that all for you at no cost. That's really exciting for me. We're democratizing real estate, just like, finance bros have done to stocks and other things. So that's a baby now, along with obviously still raising Jack, Max, Ella, and Claire. Those were twins born in October. Beautiful, beautiful, sturdy, strong girls. And then obviously we had the triplets on top of that. So yeah, we got a lot of babies. We got 7 children. We got more nannies than we have children coming up. Right now we're par, but we might be at 8 nannies here shortly. But it's wild because now I get to see all of these babies grow up. Summer, Violet, Jay. This is fun, especially Summer. I'm still wearing her wristband. You can't really see it right now, but I see her. There it is. I see her again tonight. Well, hopefully. I don't know if she'll be awake, but I'll be home probably around 2 a.m. and then I got to be up at 5:25 to do the market open live stream. So it's gonna be a little rough, but whatever. It's part of the grind. And so people are like, Kevin, why? And the big reason of why is it's like the pepper. I want to deal with the problems. I want to grow the pepper and go, this is my pepper. I helped build that pepper. And so, there's a really good book I encourage people to read. It's called Start With Why. And that just guides everything you do. And for me, every business I've ever built, it's been start with why. Why do I want to be the best real estate broker? Because I'm going to do no pressure sales. Why do I want to be the best landlord? Because landlords have a bad reputation. I want to change it. Why do I want to provide value on YouTube? Because I want to provide the best type of value that other people are not providing. I want to fill a hole of perspective that gives people motivation. When I meet folks at these events, people are so thankful about what we've been able to do to help them grow in their career or their businesses or real estate or sales or stocks, whatever it is. That's exciting. Now I'm actually getting excited by seeing other people grow in their lives. And anything I could do to have that sort of meaningful impact is worth so much more than $1. And so I think that's why, for me, that's my why. And that's why sometimes, I get a little bummed when there's sort of people like, oh, Kevin's just a scam or whatever. It's like, man, we try every single day just to provide value and do the best thing possible. Now, obviously, there's always going to be noise, and, we could do they hate us because they ain't us and all that. But, then sometimes we just look and we're like, oh, well, they didn't even say one thing that was like actually a problem. It's like, okay, you want to read our risk disclosures? Congratulations, read legalese. So it's kind of interesting because then when people are like, okay, so well, how is Kevin a scam? Oh, well, we just don't like him. Okay, so that's what it is. But anyway, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep trying. I got to be in there in about 90 seconds giving a presentation. So, here we go! And we'll upload this from my pocket in the meantime. See you soon. Remember, coupon code expires tonight. If you got questions, go ahead and email us at staff@meetkevin.com. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.